Hi. Hello. It has been 6 months. 6 months, I tell you, since I made that last chit chat updates inspired video, and here we are. Also changed my office around yet again, so that's where I've been mentally, in case you were wondering. But I wanted to kind of get back into this. I kind of wanted to do this just for myself, not necessarily for other people, but as like a way for me to share my thoughts, my goals, my have somewhere for me to physically see it, because I know I have been journaling it, and I journal and then that's it. So I just feel like this is a good way for me to visually see my videos and to see where my thought process is through that. Wanting to grow and find other ways to grow within myself. What's been going on? Where's my brain? What's going on with my life? And so 6 months ago, I'm pretty sure that I had talked about me starting my health coach journey. I'm also taking a nutrition class. I'm trying to remember back then what it was. I technically have finished my health coach certificate, and I did receive my certificate. But what do I want to do with that? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it. At the time, I wanted to be a health coach. I wanted to do the whole coaching thing. And I still do in some ways, but I want to do it in a way that isn't necessarily I don't want to do it in a negative light. I want to do it in a positive light. I want to do it I don't want to say, oh, new year, new goals, change your body, change your looks, do all this. I want to do it in a genuine way. And I think my mindset back then was just oh, let's do this. I can get the fear out of people to help me and to come to me for one-on-one coaching. It's not where I want to be. That's not who I want to be. I want to help people, but I want to help people in a genuine way. I'm just trying to figure out my bearings and figure out how do I want to go about this. I am also still finishing up the class for the nutrition. I kind of took a lull there for a bit because I had a lot going on mentally, and I wasn't able to just sit down. But that also leads into what I've been doing this summer. So this last summer, I've done quite a few things that I stepped out of my comfort zone. One being that what triggered it all was that I went to my farmer's market and kind of networked more. I grabbed my camera, I went to the farmer's market, I asked people if I could take photos of their little setup and posted it online, sent them the photos, just trying to get myself out there, because nobody is gonna know who I am if I don't go out there. So I did that. I went to my local farmer's market, took a few photos, and it was very nerve-wracking. I went to a different farmer's market and tried to do the same thing, but that farmer's market was smaller sized, and a lot of the people that were at the other one were at this one the next weekend. So it didn't really work out, but still I was able to step out of my comfort zone, go somewhere, and just walk around by myself. So that kind of leads into this trajectory of stepping out of your comfort zone. That truly made me feel so confident in who I am and what I'm doing. I highly suggest that if you have some type of goal, start out little. Start out with just going somewhere. Step out of your comfort zone. Because I promise it'll have great benefit. Another great experience of just going out and just doing the thing. I went on a hike. I think it was about a 5-mile hike all by myself. I was nervous as fuck, and it was great. I knew that if I was gonna sit here and wait around for people to be here to make plans, to do all these things, that it probably would never happen. Do the thing that scares you, because you'll feel so much better when you're done. Went on this hike and got some great photos from it, and just, it was overall such a great experience. Also painful. Like, I was so sore, but regardless, I did that. I went back home and marketed myself with my photography, and got to make extra income by like doing photos back home, which was awesome. And I came home, and I don't believe I did anything that I can think of that was like out of the norm. When I went home this last time, my grandfather passed away, so I went for that reason and spent time with my family, and then may have made a financial decision that was poor, but it is what it is. So I ended up purchasing my grandfather's car for my grandma, and I drove it back from New Hampshire all the way to Washington State by myself. Now, I did try to force my best friend to come with me. I even offered my ticket, my plane ticket that I originally bought, so that, you know, she could come with me, but it didn't work out. So yeah, that was quite the experience. One thing being that the first night that I had left New Hampshire, it was a Friday, it was like 5 p.m. I was like, oh, I'll just drive until the morning, no big deal, like I can do it, it's fine. So 3 a.m. comes around, I am exhausted, and I was like, I need to sleep, but waste of money if I go to get a hotel room. So I took like a 2-hour nap in Pennsylvania, and little sketch, will not recommend, but I'm here, safe, sound. Just crazy how many things that I've done this summer that like I've stepped completely out of my comfort zone. And I wanted to make this video mostly for myself to show like, hello, you got this, like whatever fear comes your way, just push through it, like go. But also in some ways, I hope that somebody watches this video and sees that they can do whatever they put their minds to. Backtracking on my health and nutrition course that I'm taking, I have been getting into cooking and baking and just learning to do it from scratch, because there can be simple ways to cook, simple ways to do things, but I'm just trying to learn how to do it from scratch, how to make nutritious meals and be like, just not think of it as a chore. And it has been the best thing. I have been doing it for probably like a couple months now, and it feels great. It feels great to like see a recipe and then learn like, oh, if I can use, for example, I don't have heavy cream. I can use cornstarch as like a heavy cream. So I've made mac and cheese before using it. And I'm just like, wow, like I would have never thought of that before. Never. So I'm learning new things, learning new techniques. Another thing that I made was a chocolate truffle like ball. And I've made them out of like crushed Oreo. That's the simple way. Crush some Oreos, put some chocolate on top, call it a day. But this time, I made them out of chickpeas. And you're probably thinking, what the frick? How does it even taste good? It tastes good. It tastes just like, not like an Oreo, because Oreo has its own like specific flavor, but it tastes like a chocolate trifle ball. And I can't wait to share more of like the recipes that I've learned and like just kind of experiment more. I'm like blown away that I enjoy cooking. Crazy. But that's how I stepped out of my comfort zone. So I'm hoping that in the future, I'm able to finish up this nutrition class and I'm able to see how I can incorporate the stuff that I'm learning now, like with cooking, but also with what I'm learning in my class, and to share that with you and to have this as a journal for me to know that, girl, you can do it. You can do it. You might not know how to get there, but I promise you can do it. If you do want to see any of the cooking things that I've done, I'm mostly on TikTok sharing them, but also like on my stories I'll share like a photo of what I'm cooking or what I'm doing. But if you want to see the actual like video portion of it, I do post them on TikTok. I'm gonna try and get them on here on shorts soon. It's just taking me a little bit. That's it. Thanks for watching.